Welcome back, you cryptocurrency traders. So today is a pretty simple one. So you saw the other day there I could have taken out a bunch more cash, but I decided not to. There were some big moves where it could have been $100 here or $50 there. Could have been $200-300 that day. But as you probably worked out, I don't like to take out huge amounts of money. I like to just take out modest amounts and let the account grow and fall and do all those sort of things that it does. So the other thing that I do as well is I have another account, like a Binance one, and on that account I actually do the day trading thing where you pick something, you put a certain amount of money on it, and then you wait for it to go up a certain amount as a limit or a market order, and then I jump out when it hits that limit or that certain amount of money. That's good, but then you pay the 35% tax in Australia here on capital gains between the profit that you make, between the buy and the sell price. So I was having a chat to a friend of mine, and they like to trade that way, and I think there's nothing wrong with it. But the main difference is I've got a couple of trades on at the moment, and they've been going for days, and I had one on before and went for like 2 weeks. So it's all right to trade like that, but the only problem with it is there's no real consistency on it. You can't say that it's going to bounce between this margin and that's always going to be there, because there's no real guarantee that that's going to be the fact. So what I tend to do is I tend to like this skim trade to give me consistent money, even if at the moment, it's only a few $100 each time, or $100 here, or sometimes only $30 or whatever. But every day it's making something. Some days I might choose not to. Some days I might choose to take no money at all, and that's okay, because the account's still growing. Because really what I'm doing is I'm investing, and then because I'm like skimming or micro skimming off the profit margins, but I'm taking less than half of the profit increase. Even though I'm taking out some money, I'm always allowing the account to grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's like I'm long-term investing but short-term day trading. And what I've just found over time is that just always gives me consistent cash flow. So even when Bitcoin went down like 2/3, when it was last year or earlier this year, and everybody wasn't making any money, and all these big trades they were putting on, they were losing money, I just kept making money the whole time, and the same amount of money. I didn't really go down in price at all. I reduced my amount, so that's what I've done now. It used to be over $100. I wouldn't take anything under 100. But now, because Bitcoin dropped back down again, now I'm only taking things over $50. But anything under $50 I leave. But the other thing to remember too is this account is currently sitting at about $20,500. That's all profit. So I have no money in the original game. I'm not waiting on any trade. I could sell it all right now and make $20,000. And that's the real difference. So here we go, so there's 20.5 there. So now I've got this $104 that I just skimmed through to about 10 minutes or so. I go down, I find the coin that's closest to my $50 mark, that's gone down most that day. Buy low, sell high, put in a third of the profits. I'll transfer a third over into a bank account to cover for tax, and I'll put the other third back into gold and silver and stocks and shares, or just buy something nice for myself. Okay, have fun, buy the book.